Hello everyone, welcome to GametechUK. I'm watching the Battlefield 1 EA Play event, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a little bit of a chat with you about the things that I liked and the things that I was glad I was seeing, and then I'm going to leave you with the rest of the footage from the event. But like you said, I've got my notes here, so excuse me for looking, I don't want to miss anything. But basically he said 60 million players now across the Battlefield franchise. I'm lucky enough to be one of them. What a fantastic range of games. It's really nice that not only the great trailers they're showing us, they really were happy for us to see basically a whole map in Conquest under pre-alpha footage, letting lots of celebrities and YouTubers play it. They must be really confident. Let's face it, they messed up over Battlefield 4, and I think they really learnt their lessons with the Battlefront release. I mean, it really does look, it's got a look of Battlefront about it, which I haven't got a problem with. Even the outline of who kills you on the kill cam, I haven't got a problem with that. But I think, you know, they really have got their act together with, I don't think the release is going to be any type of a problem. But let's talk about graphics. So, I was blown away with the setting. I mean, World War One with all the details they were releasing about it, they made it look good. Obviously with the concept art, but in action it really did look good. I mean, you got the inside of the houses, the animation of the soldiers, the ground covering. It was just all amazing. You cannot fault this game from what we've seen, and that's not just us talking about trailers. That really is. We've seen the game now, and you still can't fault it. The most fantastic bit of news for me was the dynamic weather. I mean, it's just detail upon detail. It's fantastic. The rain, not only with the huge driving rain, putting you in the trenches, and it just added to. Not only did it add to the atmosphere, they showed a bit where you've got the gun, and all the raindrops were falling on top of the gun. I mean, the level of detail is artistry. It really is art. And details I've never really seen before in such a massive game. They gave away information about how the ground will be deformed as you leave explosives and stuff. That already happens in Battlefield 4, but pretty crude compared to what they're going to do here. The most exciting spectacle, if you like, was the Zephyr and the way it explodes onto the actual battlefield. It was brilliant. It's nothing I've seen before, not even the Levolution moments in Battlefield 4, although the skyscraper coming down is still one of my gaming favourite moments in Battlefield 4. But the way that it drops onto the battlefield, and not only does it just drop, it leaves the metal cage behind basically, which is going to change cover, it's going to change gameplay, so I'm really happy about that. I'm glad you can control the balloon. I was really worried actually, we'll call it a balloon, it probably has the wrong terminology, but the Zephyr, if it's called a Zephyr, I think that's wrong as well. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, the fact that you can control it, I'm really happy about. I was worried that it was going to be like the AT-AT in Battlefront, where you just get in it and you can use the guns, etc. But you can actually steer this, which means it's not always going to drop in the same section of the map as well, which is really good. Graphically, I thought the bayonet charge was really convincing and quite violent as well, really realistic, so I'm looking forward to using that, because knifing is just fantastic in Battlefield 4. It's so satisfying. I love the idea of the broad range of vehicles, and also the vehicles within the class. Like for example, I'm reading from my notes here, single person tank, you can get a small sort of tank you go around on your own with one seat. You've got medium tanks. Now what I like about that is the driver sits in the middle, and you've got the actual scopes either side of the tank, which is brilliant. You've got large tanks which take up to 5 players. Now I'm not sure how many guns are available in there, but it's a good way to transport your squad. All in all, this is the single most excited I've been about a game. Hopefully you are as well. I mean, my channel is pretty much going to be Battlefield 5. Me and the Wednesday wankers, there's just no doubt about that. Have a look at our playlist and you'll see Battlefield 4 is massive for us. So I'm going to leave you the rest of the gameplay now. Some really good gameplay in there, and I will see you in the next video.
Down?
It's coming down.
I think it's coming down again.
This is certainly not looking good for the airship. This was a UK airship here, and just the damage being done all the way in the distance. Look at that there, folks. All the way out there. This guy, he's nowhere, Snowmountain's nowhere near it, but it doesn't matter. Look at that, just crashing
it's gone completely down.
Oh, man.
But it comes down in a different position. It didn't come down there in the last game.
The farmland, man.
Yeah.
Think about the farm.
You've got a little bit jutting into some, like, the town area here, so you can see it's done some damage to the buildings, but it fell in a very different position, so it may not change that location as much as it did before.
Yeah, before it was like smack dab in the middle, right? I mean, you know,
it was actually a very well placed one, considering I think the production team got a good shot with that one.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Oh, this guy's just biding his time because there's an enemy tank out here.
So, at his, he has the tank grenade.
Yeah.
Oh, he threw.
I might have cancelled it.
Yeah, he had to cancel.
Something that you will notice, look at the weapons here. Because it's raining, you've actually got water falling on the weapon. You can see it there on the magazine quite clearly, that it rests on the weapon, so all the visuals are changing as the weather changes. So not only can you not see as far, but the weapon that you're looking at, it actually has got rain all over it. Just
very true. You know, we covered a lot of elements in the game here, and I know that, you know, the community, I'm sure, has a lot of questions about what you can and cannot do. I believe some weapons also have different firing options as well.
I believe so. I think
there's like a couple that I played. There was one that could do single shot, one that could do automatic fire. So there's some of the weapons, you know, mechanics that you guys are familiar with in other Battlefield games, you know, are certainly there for you to be able to switch out the weaponry and or switch out the style of play, right? Whether you want to go for a more steady shot or you know,
maybe you want a little bit more ammunition, things like that. So
get in the fray.
Yep, get in there. These are some great cinematic shots. They are really good. They show off the environment really well. And obviously, you can see this bit here looking like pristine countryside. I mean, yeah, we've got a little bit of destruction down here at the bottom.
A little bit. That's quite a bit of destruction, man.
But you know, I mean, like it was pristine when we started.
We're gonna get a huge hit on that tank, and the tank goes down. Big plays there for Stone Mountain and his crew, completely decimating that war machine. Good work there from them.
Well,
and there you can see a shot of the gondolas that house those heavy machine guns. We saw just how hefty those rounds looked. Certainly is something to keep in mind, as you want to focus fire on that so that you can prevent anyone from, you know, causing too much of a problem here. There is that anti-tank grenade.
Here we go. Can he get a shot on him?
That's going to be a big one. Does he get the hit?
No, the tank pulled away. The tank pulled. Although, hang on a minute.
Nice.
Look at the power. That's insane, isn't it? That's absolutely incredible. I definitely have. And I mean, obviously, we were looking at a map that was giving all different types of gameplay. So you had the close quarters, you had medium range and long range for sniping. Now, if you're a sniper at the top of that windmill over there, there's not a chance in hell that you're going to be able to see what's going on down in the town. So you're going to have to come out, potentially use your pistol, or maybe even swap to another class when you respawn to try and win the battle, because, well, the weather's not going to let you snipe anymore.
And keep in mind, too, you know, that this is going to affect the airship. It's going to also affect any planes that are in the air. They won't be able to tell where the infantry are moving. They are covered essentially by Mother Nature herself. So now
we haven't got long left. We've only got a couple of...
there goes
the coming down this time.
There goes the airship. It's going to fall down, and this is not looking good. Where it's going to land is the question, and how it's going to affect the battlefield is also something of note here. But overall, though, you know, that stop there with the from the German Empire's airship, that was huge, because it could have gone out of control, and the United Kingdom may have not been able to hold these points.
We've got a minute and a half left of the game, and there's only about 15 points in it. So the Germans managed to pull themselves in front, but there's still a chance that the British could bring this round in the last minute of the game, especially with the air.
Bull Shark.
That was brutal.
Bull Shark is brutal, man. He's not anyone's friend.
Well, if you look at it now, the British are in the lead, 145 to 128. They've turned it round.
Indeed they have, but they are going to be losing point A, and it seems like they might. D is being contested here. White boy can't stand a chance against Doom as he comes around the corner.
Yeah,
and over to the townhouse. Here we go. Maybe the blue team can get this point here. This is going to be point D that was currently being contested, and they're fighting over townhouse at this moment. A lot of bodies on this point, on this flag. They should be able to get control of it.
Well, let's hope so, because if the British do manage to pull off a win, it ends up 2-1. But, you know, you couldn't let them go with a 3-0 landslide.
You just can't let the sweep happen, man. You know, I mean... you want to go out with some dignity.
Definitely. You could win the third round, you know, that's consolation.
Yeah.
Perhaps the tactics weren't there in the first 2 rounds. Maybe we call them warm-up rounds.
Yeah, right. Those last 2 rounds didn't count. This one is the one that matters because we won. With only 14 seconds left. Oh, what a shot
Neebs going down there.
He's so happy. That was Stone Mountain to Neebs, if I'm correct.
Was it?
I believe that was Stone Mountain to Neebs. That is awesome.
Well, maybe it's like, well, we'll let you win this one, but do you know what? I'm going to take you out anyway. And there we go.